In this video, we're going to touch upon the idea of random variable. Okay, so a lot of times random variables come up when you're doing probability distribution tables. So here I have a probability distribution table. Historical data on how many air trips people have taken on a commercial airline in the past 12 months. You can see as the number of trips, no trip on an airplane, 1 trip, 2, 3, and 4, and so forth. Okay, in the past year, and then based on historical information, you can see that if you talk to somebody at random, and ask them, hey, have you been on an airplane for a trip lately? 32% will be like, no, I never have. I haven't had in 12 months. While if you randomly choose another person, 27% of the time, they'll say they've been on an air trip once in those 12 months, and so forth. Okay, this, of course, will sum to 100%. Now, let's talk about the random variable. We call the number of trips the random variable. And that is, a random variable is a way to describe something that can have different values or outcomes, but we don't know what that outcomes will be until it happens. So when you choose somebody at random, you don't know if it's 0 times, 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, or 4 times. But in general, right, the random variable is assigned these values, but the name of the random variable in this case would be number of trips. So in most cases, we use x as our random variable. Thus, x equals the number of trips. Okay, now we can find the probabilities of an event based on the outcomes of these random variables. Now, a random variable is usually represented with large X, and then you have the small x to represent the value that you're trying to present. And then you have parentheses and you have a p for probabilities. So the probability of the random variable being the number of trips equal to 0 would be 0.32. So everything here, and sometimes you don't make the x large, but technically it should be. So you can see that the probability, and then p also, let's do this right. The p for probability usually is a small p. So x, which is a large x, is number of trips, equals 0, which in this case is 0.32 or 32%. So when you see random variable, the random variable, really the name of it is what you're talking about in this probability, and also it's a value that is attached to it, so you know what value you're talking about for that random variable. All right, data detectives, I hope that helps a little bit. Please leave a comment. Please share this with your teacher. Share it with your friends, and I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.